Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video for Dungeons and Dragons. Like I said in my last video, I'll be talking about the Arcane Tinkerer. So, if you guys want to know the background, here you go. I made a video for this earlier today. It screwed up. I tried my best to fix it, but I couldn't. As you can see, I'm in a different room. Sorry there's not a lot of light. It's because the lamp behind me is really bright and it would have blinded the all living hell out of you guys. But like I was saying, sorry, I get off topic sometimes. The Arcane Tinkerer, I did read through it. So I'll be just basically summing up everything, and you guys could, just read it to yourselves. So here are your features, and when you get your spell slots and whatnot. Arcane Golem, Repair, Foresight, Spellcasting, Arcane Prowse, I think it's pronounced. Arcane Connection, Smart and Wise, Arcane Weapon, Improve, Repair, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of improvement on this. You really don't get any other skills. So that's just a fair warning. And the highest spell slot you get is 5. But it's all within good reason. You guys can read the Arcane Golem if you want. I'm just going to go through the class features really quick. Your hit die is 1d8. That's pretty good. Your proficiencies: light armor, simple weapons, martial weapons, smith tools, arcane tools, intelligence, and wisdom saving throw. You get to choose 2 from Arcana: history, investigation, nature, perception, or survival. Your starting equipment is a warhammer or simple weapon, sling, 20 metal balls, or leather armor, scholar's pack, or dungeoneer's pack, a set of arcane tools. So, let's go to the Arcane Golem. Basically, what this is, what the Arcane Golem, from what I learned, is basically like any other companion, but it's a construct that you can treat as basically like summon familiar, where you could cast spells from it and everything. It's immune to any sleep effects, diseases, all that stuff, just like what a normal construct would. You have its stats with it. It can't wear armor, but I guess that's understandable because it gets a crap ton of armor. Its armor is like, I think it's 8 plus its proficiency bonuses or whatever. I'm not sure. It's all here. Its walking speed is 45. I actually did not know that. I didn't see that earlier when I was reading this, so I must have skipped it. Oop, my bad. So there you guys go. Yeah, I would read this, but there's a lot to read. I know I'm making this video, you should be reading it out loud, but you guys could do some work too. It ain't that bad. But this golem, the Arcane Golem, actually reminded me of a Warforged, because over time it gains sentience. It knows who its master is, it knows what it is. It could speak or talk, duh, they're the same thing. It could fight for itself, it could do all this other stuff, but it's still under your control, which I think is really cool. Here's your Arcane Tinkerer bonus stuff. This is like the attacks for your Arcane Golem. So you got your punch 1d4 plus your strength. AC goes up by 1. Then you just keep going and going all the way down until you're 2d8 plus strength. Sweep 2d6. Sweeping is basically turning around in a circle and hitting all enemies around you. Basically, spin to win, kids. That's all you gotta know. Spin to win. If any of you play Garen or from League of Legends or Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 Barbarian, you know what I'm talking about. Spin to win. Uh, and then you got your normal punches, which are considered bludgeoning. So Golem traits, Arcane Forge. Your Golem now operates as a makeshift forge, allowing you to repair weapons and armor along with crafting new ones. That's pretty cool because you have a walking forge. I mean, what's not cool about that? Unarmored defense. If not wearing armor, this is for the player, it even says there, you gain the AC equal to 12 plus your dex plus your proficiency. True sight. You gain dark vision of 60 feet and you can detect magic within 60 feet of you. I don't know where those two come from because it doesn't, as far as I can see, it doesn't say, like, anywhere. But, oh well, I don't care. It's a pretty cool thing. I think it's, I don't know, like I said, I don't know where it comes from. So I think that's kind of broke, especially since you could see magic within 60 feet of you. But as a DM, I would allow it. Because it's cool. It gives you an advantage over others. You might see something, but you might not say something, etc., etc. It puts you in a spot where it's either, oh, hey, I see this and I should tell somebody, or I don't see this, I'm going to take it for myself, or I'm going to ignore it. Enhanced focus. All spells you cast through your golem gain a +2 to attack on attack rolls. So if, let's say, you're using Chromatic Orb, you have your Golem do it, you're getting a +2 to hit. Arcane Library, you gain an additional cantrip spell slot. See, when I was reading this, I mean, I thought it was kind of cool, but I was thinking more maybe like the best thing you should do, what would be best for this class, is to possibly maybe make it to where every time when you gain a certain level, like let's say like your ability score increases for 8, 12, 16, etc., etc., that should go up. So like it starts off as one cantrip, then goes up to one spell, one first level, one second level, one third level, etc., etc., just to give you that versatile and to make you not so what is it called? Restricted, I guess. With the wind, basically it brings up your movement speed by 10. So your golem will be going 55 while you're going 40, which I think is insane. But, that's just how they set it up. I guess that can help a lot. Elemental charge. Basically what this does is your golem charges itself with some sort of energy, and it attacks, and when it attacks it deals an additional damage of d6 like it says on here. Arcane blades, basically it's the same as elemental charge, but it deals a little bit more damage, and you summon a blade. But you don't have the element to it. It's like what it says. Your golem can materialize an arcane blade and use that instead of basic attacks, dealing 2d6 slashing damage. Plus its strength or dex modifier. So, like I said, it's kind of the same because you're still doing the d6, except it's taking away the element and it's adding a blade to it. And adding your, I guess, I didn't know that, the strength and dex modifier. Proficiencies, you choose one additional skill to gain proficiency in. Elemental blades, I don't know why they did this. I didn't even know like elemental blades was on here until I looked. Reread this. The arcane blades are now charged with an elemental effect. The player may choose one of the following: fire, earth, water, yada yada yada. Deals an extra d6. And I'm guessing that goes towards you because it says the arcane blade, so it goes here. to the Arcane Blade, which that kind of makes it a little bit broke. I would get, if it was up to me, I would get rid of just Arcane Blades and, well, the Elemental Blades. I mean, just get rid of it, because that could become very broke, especially since you're doing 2d6. If you do a sweeping attack, because sweeping attack doesn't involve bludgeoning. So if you do the sweeping attack, you're doing 2d6 on top of your 2d6, which is a total of 4d6 plus the 1d6. And I think that's just kind of broke. That's how I'm seeing it, because it doesn't have a restriction on it. Oh, wait, it does. Take bludgeoning damage. Okay, I didn't notice that. I guess it's okay. I guess. I don't know. Me personally, I guess I'll let them use it, since I read that. I was reading through it as I was speaking. I was like, wow, I'm stupid. I just see it right there. It says bludgeoning. Anyway. Automatic repair. Your golem can repair itself, 1d6, but that counts as its action. So, you use it and bam, it heals 1d6 plus its constitution modifier. Oh, damn it, sorry. Arcane Strike. You charge your golem with several arcane effects. Every attack made by the golem, this has a different effect and deals an additional 3d8. The effects are fire, earth, water, and air. Oh, air, and yada yada, etc., etc. These are chosen by rolling the d4 for each strike. The golem can attack 3 times this round. So, how I can see this being a little bit broke. You activate Elemental Blade with your Arcane Blade. So you got 2d6 plus your 1d6. You attack 3 times. That's 3d8 total for 9d8 on top of the 6d6, well, no, 9d6 if you include the 1d6 you get from your Elemental Blade. So that's a total of 18 dice, which, I mean, I guess it makes up because you don't get a lot of spells. So I guess that's kind of like, up and down scenario. And plus it is the 20th spell slot or your feature. So it should be good either way. I guess I can accept that. Your spell casting, you start off with 3 cantrips, I believe it was. Yeah, 3 cantrips. You guys can read through this. I'll leave a link in the description below so you guys could find this class if you really want to play as it. So far I like it. Okay, let's see. Spellcasting abilities. That's just your intelligence modifier. You need an arcane focus, etc., etc. Player traits. Repair. Through countless years of experience and construction, you are proficient at repairing any damage on your construct, even in the heat of battle. You may use this ability once to heal your construct for 1d6 intel. Okay. So basically you can heal it like a cure wounds. There's usually not a spell to do that. Foresight. Finally, we find Foresight. Your wise thinking lets you... Oh, right. Basically what Foresight is, you can use your wisdom modifier as armor, basically. Like it says here. Anticipate opponent's next move and stay 1 step ahead of them. Add your arcane prowess. Add your wisdom modifier to your AC instead of your dexterity. Arcane prowess, you may choose to re-roll. Oh, arcane prowess. Wow, this guy does not know how to space. Arcane prowess, You may choose to re-roll any roll. That ability may be used once per day and gain an additional use in the 6th, 10th. So basically, if I mess up on a roll, I can choose to re-roll it, but only that one time. I guess that's not too bad. Arcane Connection. You are now able to share your senses with your construct. You're able to see here. Oh, yeah, right. So basically, let's say I am in a dungeon, okay? And let's just say my construct was away from me. Basically, what I could do, I could look around, I could smell, I could say that I could say, something, and it will hear, it'll see, it'll smell. It'll actually be there, and it'll be able to find its way to me if it has to, or it could use that to his advantage or whatnot. Smart and wise, a long time of thinking, as well as meddling in magical arts, has let you build a bridge between them and gain an understanding that was somehow previously unclear to you. You may add your wisdom modifier to all intelligence checks and vice versa. So basically what that's saying is you could use your wisdom modifier for your intelligence, and you could use your intelligence for your wisdom. And basically what that does is, like, let's say you have a really high wisdom, but you have really crappy, intelligence. So I guess that can help out. Your ability to score increases, of course. Arcane weapon. You have become so proficient in imbuing arcane energies into objects that you are now capable of storing a small amount of these energies. Oh yeah, this one. Basically, you imbue your weapon with the effects fire, earth, water, air, necrotic, radiant, anything like that. Hold on, I want to reread this because last time I read it, it probably didn't change, but I probably missed something. It basically didn't have a limit to it. You may change which element is imbued with the weapon 3 times per day during a short rest. Preparing a spell for your golem. You may imbue your weapon with an elemental effect. In doing so, your weapon is now charged with the effect and will do 3d6 damage extra every time you hit an enemy. Every time you hit an enemy, 3d6 extra damage. That, when do you get that? Like, does it ever say? I don't know. Let's go up here. Arcane weapon, arcane blades, arcane weapon. This class does a shit ton of elemental damage. I love it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. Arcane weapon. You get that 5th level? If you have a fucking longsword, you're doing a shit ton of damage just at the beginning. I'm sorry, guys. I should just be pulling this shit. Anyway. I would change that probably to a D6 or maybe even a D8. Just like the Life Cleric. But if it's going to be constant, yeah, I don't think you're going to get 3d6. I think maybe a d6, if anything. Maybe a d4, since it's a constant effect. What they should have done is they should have made improvements on it and started off at a d4, and when they got higher, d6, d7, d8, or maybe 2d4s, 2d5, or whatever. Or what they should have done is make it one constant d6, but they could expend a spell slot to deal more. So it'll always do a d6 worth of damage, but let's say I sacrifice one spell slot, first level. It'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. Arcane Mind. You control over your control over the arcane arts has given you the ability to imbue small inanimate objects. Oh yeah, this is basically a landmine, and it does a lot of damage. I mean, it's 2d6 for anybody. They don't even get a dex saving throw. It's 2d6 plus 4. And anything around it within 5 feet takes 1d6 plus 4. Anything within 10 feet has to succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d4 damage, which that can help a lot, especially if you're fighting a group of bandits or kobolds or, you know, something, just to get them out of there really quick. So yeah, that's the Arcane Tinkerer. The spells are over here. From what I notice, the spells is basically like a mix between what is it called? Cleric and bard, kind of. With a little bit of wizard. I mean, you guys could look through it. It's right there. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description so you guys could go and get it yourself and install it or download it. I believe it was pay what you want, or it was free. So, I mean, with pay what you want, you can make it free. You don't have to pay anything if you don't want to. Nobody's forcing you to. So, yeah, there you guys go. This was the Arcane Tinkerer. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button or subscribe. If you have any questions, tips, basically anything you want to say, leave it in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.